In this video, I'm going to show you everything about my desk setup, and my goal is to inspire and give you ideas on ways to improve yours. I have tried a wide variety of products over the years, and there just may be something for you. This is my dream desk setup 2021. Also, if you end up liking this video, please consider subscribing. It will make me really happy if we reach 1000 subscribers by the end of this month. Enjoy the video. Starting with the desk, I have here the IKEA Carvey walnut countertop. It's 186 cm long by 63.5 cm deep and has a thickness of 3.8 cm. I chose this countertop a couple of months back because the one I had wasn't long enough for my needs, and I wanted something bigger to be able to fit more stuff like the ultra-wide monitor and bigger speakers. Also, I really liked the wood desks I saw online, so this was a good opportunity for me to move away from the clean and minimal setup I had and try something new. The build quality is pretty good overall, it feels solid and is quite heavier than I expected. It looks pretty nice, and my only complaints are that the surface and some of the edges are a bit rough at first, but it gets better after some time using it. Also, mine arrived with some minor scratches and bumps, most likely from shipping, so keep that in mind. The countertop is mounted on my autonomous Smart Desk 2. It's a motorized standing desk, which means that I can adjust the height of the desk just with the push of a button. It's definitely one of the best parts of my setup because I don't really like sitting down for too long, so being able to adjust the height so easily is quite nice. Also, it's healthier to be working while standing rather than sitting all day, so that's good. Talking about sitting down, the chair I have is also from Autonomous, and it's the Ergo Chair 2. There are pros and cons to this chair. The pros are that it's so comfortable and adjustable that I don't really want to stand up anymore. There are a lot of adjustable parts on this chair, and the padding on the bottom is super soft and breathable, which makes a huge difference, especially during summer. This is a common issue with gaming chairs. They look nice, but most of them are built using leather, which isn't that breathable, and during summer it gets quite hot. I have used gaming chairs in the past, but after using a proper ergonomic chair, I can say that this is way more comfortable and you should avoid the gaming chairs. The cons of the Ergo Chair 2 are that the build quality is unexceptional for the price. It's all plastic, which is fine if it's good quality plastic, but the thing is that there are some parts that don't seem very durable over the long term. Overall, I think this is one of the most comfortable chairs out there, but the build quality could be better. Complementing my walnut countertop is my Grove-made walnut desk shelf. It's handmade out of a solid piece of wood and it looks fantastic. On top of it, I have my Flight Life levitating plant, a really unique piece of art/tech that I absolutely love. Is it necessary? Of course not, but is it cool? Yes. It uses magnetic levitation and has to be plugged into the wall to work, which wouldn't be a problem if my house didn't have blackouts almost every single day. The price is quite high and it's definitely priced more like a piece of art rather than tech. I also have these IKEA plants that will add a nice touch to any setup. They are really cheap and it's an easy recommendation if you want to add a nice touch to your setup. On the center of my desk, I have my Xiaomi Ultra Wide. It's 34 inches, 3440 by 1440p resolution, 144 Hz, wow, that's a lot of force, has a VA panel and it's curved. It's probably the best and cheapest ultra-wide with both high resolution and high refresh rate on the market. I won't talk too much about the performance. All I have to say is that response times, ghosting, color accuracy and other features are more than good enough for most people, including myself. And at this price, the small compromises are more than understandable. I think it looks really clean and I have loved using it for the last couple of months. All I have left to do is for my monitor arm to arrive and install it. Below my monitor, I have this small Ferrari 458 Italia that I bought like 8 years ago. It has always been in my bedroom and it's one of my favorite cars ever. On the left of the desk shelf sits my wireless charger stand from IPTK. It basically works like MagSafe. I have a phone case with magnets and it just snaps into place. It also doubles as a 2000 mAh wireless battery bank, which I almost never use, but it's a cool feature. In case anyone wants to know, I'm using the iPhone XS Max. It's a couple of years old now, but it still works perfectly fine, gets the job done, and I am happy with it. Inside my desk shelf is the remote for my speakers and my IFI audio Zen DAC. It's a great budget DAC to improve sound quality coming from my PC. It's built out of aluminum, has plenty of features, and I have loved using it. This was a recommendation from DMS Audio and I think it's one of the best budget desktop DACs that you can get. I have my Edifier S350DB 2.1 speakers connected to it. The sound quality is excellent and they fit my desk really well with the wooden finish and black front panels. On the right of my desk I have my PC. It's a custom liquid cooled system using parts from IKE water blocks inside the Lee & Lee O11 Dynamic Mini. I was going to do a hardline build, but things didn't go as planned and I had to improvise using soft tubing. So I frosted the tubes using some sandpaper to make this look nicer. Also, the case is probably one of my favorite cases all time, and the RGB fans from Lee & Lee look fantastic. I run a Ryzen 7 2700 overclocked to 4 GHz on an Asus X470i motherboard with a GTX 1070 Founders Edition and 16 gigs of 4000 MHz Team Group Extreme memory. The mousepad I have is the Delta Hub Felt Desk Pad. It's one of the best feeling desk pads I have used so far and I can easily recommend it. The surface is much smoother than all of the other options I have tried in the past and it's very affordable. The keyboard I have is custom built using the Mode 80 First Edition, Durock T1 tactile switches, lubed with Krytox 205 Grade 0, dielectric grease for the stabilizers, and the keycaps are the Infinity Light Mode. The keycaps are temporary until I purchase a GMK set I like, and I will probably switch to the Holy Pandas once I get the new keycaps. I absolutely love this keyboard. It's the best built and best sounding keyboard I have ever used. It's connected to my PC using a custom coiled cable made by my friend at G-Cables. It looks really nice and adds a nice touch to any setup. You can fully customize them and get almost whatever color you want and the build quality is just top notch. The mouse I'm using is the Logitech MX Master 2S, and you have probably seen this mouse a lot already. And that's because it's the best productivity mouse out there, well, until the MX Master 3 came out. The Infinity Scroll Wheel is one of my favorite features and the extra programmable buttons are also really useful. To accompany my mouse, I have my Delta Hub Carpio wrist rest, and it's one of my must-haves for anyone that works long hours on a computer. It makes it way more comfortable to use a mouse over long periods of time, especially if you use something as big as the MX Master 2S. I have been using the Carpio for almost 2 years on a daily basis and it's been great. The headphones I'm using are the Sony WH-1000 XM4s, and I chose this mainly because of the active noise cancelling. I live in a really noisy environment and this helped me concentrate. Before this, I had the Hi-Fi Man Sundara, which was way better than this, but it was too distracting for me to have open back headphones and hear everything around me, so I returned them and used the Sony instead. You probably have noticed them already, but I have the LifeX tiles on my wall and a Govee addressable RGB light strip on the back of the desk, diffused using some aluminum diffusion rails from Amazon to reduce the LED hotspots. These aluminum rails are a bit expensive, and before this I was using furnace paper which I taped to my desk, and it's not the best solution but it gets the job done. I usually keep the lights on my desk in this warm color, but they can go full RGB if you want to. And that was everything about my desk setup 2021. Subscribe to help me reach 1000 subscribers and we'll see you in the next video.